I have a question. What part of you are you hiding from the world because you're too afraid of what other people gonna say about you? This is a very, very, very different, I guess it's kind of a different video that I'm making today. Because today I want to share something with you that I don't think I've shared it so far, and at least I've not shared it like with that much vulnerability and openness in that sense. And like I always say in pretty much every video, I'm here to share with you openly, authentically, without holding back. So here I am sharing with you something that I was actually, I think, kind of holding back. But before I get into it, my name is Martin. I appreciate you being here. And everybody who's new to my channel, welcome. Everybody who's coming back, welcome back. I'm happy to have you here again. And yeah, like I said in the beginning, like I'm here to share with you about my life, about my ups and downs, in betweens, about all my failures, but also breakthroughs, and without holding back. And this is gonna lead into today's video. But before that, if you have not yet please subscribe to this channel. It would mean the world to me. Everybody who already has subscribed, thank you. I appreciate every one of you. All right, so here we go. In my videos, I do share like a lot of my experiences, a lot of things that happen, and a lot of ways of how I deal with things. But what I've never really shared is my spirituality. And one of the reasons, and I don't know why I'm getting emotional right now. One of the reasons why is because to a certain degree, I still struggle with myself. And I don't know if that's ever going to stop. I don't know if, I mean, that's life. I think we all, at any point in life, pretty much there are things that we are going through and experiencing that might be hurtful, that where we learn and grow and kind of like, what is it called? Like get to our limits in a way of who we thought we are and what we thought we were capable of. With my spirituality, I've been holding back, I think, also because of the fear of what other people are going to think. Because I don't even know where it's coming from, because I've always been like in a very supportive environment and also in a very spiritual community. But somehow those strangers out there who I don't know, who are like never going to be in my like physical life anyways, I still have some kind of fear and doubt what they're going to think. And I think it's also connected to my work, where I feel like if I share, spirituality and stuff like that, that people will reject me. So it all comes down to that fear of rejection, fear of what people are going to think of me, validation, all those things. And if you've watched some of my previous videos, this is like basically since my breakup in the beginning of the year, I've really dived deeper into those parts of me, and I'm not rejecting myself anymore on that level. And I'm really starting to embrace all facets of my being. And me being spiritual, me being really, like, I believe in the oneness of us. I believe that we're all connected. I like all those things. I truly, truly believe. And sometimes I struggle with that big time, because I'm like, okay, so there's a universe out there that's got my back. But at the same time, it's like law of attraction, where it's like, I'm the creator of my reality. So how does that work? Like, am I the creator, or is it like the universe who is like supporting? Like, how the fuck is it gonna happen? And then I'm like, I use those kind of F words and all those kind of things. I'm like, oh, how spiritual can I be? But yeah, that's all part of me. And I think that's the most spiritual thing to say or do, is just to embrace ourselves as who we are. And what I initially wanted to say actually is like that I'm an empath. And as an empath, it's, I feel so much. And it's a curse and a blessing at the same time, because I didn't even know what an empath was until like in 2018, when I was working with my first coach, and I was telling him like I was on the way to work, and I was, in a good mood listening to music, and then I got on the bus and I got off the bus like half an hour later or so, and I just felt terrible. And I was like, there was nothing in my life happened. I was listening to music and I was in a good mood, like no negative thoughts, no nothing. And I got off the bus and I just felt like shit. And he's like, well, you're an empath. You're basically, you just absorbed the energy of those people and you made the emotions and everything like your own. And I was carrying that heavy load of emotions and like feelings and thoughts of those people that were around me. And I thought it's my own. And the thing is like, and I do believe now, I know why I'm actually holding back with that a lot of times, is because I feel so deeply. I know, like when I talk to people, I can feel what they feel. I get them. Like I really understand them. I don't even have to talk much to them or for a long time, and I just understand what's going on. And for me, it's sometimes a bit difficult to communicate it with everyone, like to just know what's going on, because very often people are not even aware of how they're feeling themselves. And I've been in situations where people just didn't know what they were feeling, and then I kind of felt what they were feeling, and it was quite difficult to communicate because they were rejecting it and they were just pretending differently. But also at the experience, one time a girl came back to me and she was like, "How did you know?" I was like, "I just knew." She was very surprised that I felt, even though she thought she really covered it up and pretended to feel different. But then she asked me how I did that. I was like, I just felt it. And not just like feel it where it's like, oh, there's a weird vibe, but I just felt it in my body, in my soul. And for me, it's difficult to really utilize that gift, because I think so when my relationship ended, one of the things my ex said is, because when I told him like how that I love him, and that, yeah, how much he means to me, he was like, "Oh, I didn't know you're um, you're getting attached to people so quickly and feel so much for people so quickly." And it was very hard for me, because I'm like, I don't give away my heart, give away my heart lightly. I I give it when I feel someone is special. We're special. We are all special. We're all connected. But still, like if there's someone who is just in a romantic relationship kind of way special, then for me it's just like I just give my heart away. I don't hold back. And I feel them as well. And that is probably the most painful thing, because even with my ex, I felt certain things going on, and I didn't even know until way later that those things were actually going on. Like there was one situation, something happened, and I didn't know about that. I'm not going to get into details because it's not my right to talk about the details, but like there was just a situation, and about 4 or 5 months later, I learned about that situation. And the crazy thing is that the same day, or not the same day, I think it was the day or the morning after that happened, and it happened like kind of to my ex. There was like we were in a no talking kind of period right now. Like I thought he was ghosting me, but there was something else going on. And the thing is, after a day after something happened, I told my best friend, I was like, I'm worried about him. I want to reach out, but I feel like, I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to keep chasing or pushing, but I just feel like I just want to know if something is wrong. Everything was wrong. There was so much wrong, and I could just feel it. And within that time period, a couple of times I had a feeling, and I just felt like the pain. I just felt his pain, what he was going through. And I think that's also why for me in relationship, it's very difficult when they end, because I don't just feel my own pain. I feel the pain of two people. And I am still learning, but I also learned in the past a few tools that really helped me to navigate through like emotions that are not mine. One thing is to you can physically write a letter, burn it or whatever. I usually do it mentally, where I just say, like, it's a loving kindness letter, basically, where you say, dear sender, and you don't even have to use a name, because it can go to, like, that energetic letter can go to everybody whose energy you've kind of taken on. And it's kind of like, dear sender, thank you for trusting me with your emotions, with your thoughts, with your fears, with everything that is going on within you. I feel those things that are not mine, and I don't have the right, nor do I want to hold on to it, process it, work through it. This is your responsibility. This is your gift from life. So with love and kindness, I'm sending it back to you. With love, Martin. So this is kind of like a letter, mental, emotional letter. And very often when I do that, it just feels like I'm half my weight, and I'm already skinny. But it's like, it feels like so much weight dropping when I do that. And another thing that really helped me lately, that was one of my coaches gave me that, like, he has that meditation. It's the frame technique, and it's like you can do it with a candle, but you can also, I sometimes use it like when I go for a walk and there's like a tree a little bit further ahead. I just use the tree kind of as a focus point, and you focus on like the separation between you and the flame, or between you and the tree, or your phone, or whatever you're using. You can also use it like another human being. When you're talking and you just feel like you're taking on too much energy, you can focus on that separation, like feel within you, feel the separation between where the other person is or the object, and then feel the separation, but really feel into your own body and call your energy back. You can literally say it. I call all my energy and power back to me now. And you can check it out, Aaron Dowdy's frame technique meditation video. Super powerful. It helped me so much over the past few months. And, yeah, I hope it's okay to mention you, Aaron, but you helped me so much. So thank you for that. Anyways, I wanted to share with you, because I feel like there's so many things, so many times where we feel like we have to hold back and we cannot share, or we don't want to share because we're just so afraid of what other freaking people are going to say about us until we realize they never talked about us in the first place, and those people who did talk about us, well, either they made us famous or not. No, just kidding. But in the end, like, what does it matter? Like, isn't there like a song, haters gonna hate? Hate, hate, hate. I don't know the song, but I don't know who it's from. I don't know any more lyrics than that bit. But yeah, it's really, people gonna talk if you wear a mask, if you are pretending to be someone that you're not, or that you're pretending to be not something that you are. People still gonna talk. People still gonna talk, and it's up to you that you're like, you know what, let people talk. But I honestly, I got so tired of being someone that I'm not, that at this point I'm like, you know what, fuck it, people are gonna talk anyways, and I'm just too tired to give a fuck. I'm too tired to pretend. I'm too tired to kind of like be cautious about what I'm gonna say, how I'm gonna say it, how, like, this, that, and everything. Like, because in the end, I live with myself 24/7, and I have to be okay with myself. And honestly, when I look in the mirror, I can be proud of myself. And I've struggled with that for years. But I got to a point where I can look in the mirror and say, dude, I'm proud of you. The work I'm doing, the people that I'm helping, the way I'm also looking after myself and getting better and better at that. My capacity for forgiving. Like, my ex, he fucked up big time, and I forgave him. And my capacity for love, which for a lot of people is too much to bear. But I'm not holding back. I'm not going to hold back in the future. I'm going to be fully 100% me, with all my flaws, with all my good sides, like everything. Because I think we really need people to wake up, to be themselves, and to be authentic, to be like, to show who we freaking are. Because if we are pretending, if we are holding back, if we are just living half-heartedly, kind of, what's the point? What's the fucking point of life? Like, if you do know, just, you know what to do. Write a comment and share. Because we are all here for connection. We are here to support each other. So let's support each other. And support starts with sharing. To not step outside of the comfort zone, but expand the comfort zone. Do something that you're not really comfortable with. Like me, I was not comfortable sharing I'm an empath and even using that word, or like talking about spirituality and all those things, but I did. Because if I encourage you to do it, then I want to do it. And I think as a coach, that is also, not just as a coach, but as a human being, as a son, as a future partner, as like a friend, as a stranger, as like that person on YouTube videos. Like, I see as my purpose, or as my way of living, I want to show up sharing with you and going like on that journey with you. We're all learning, we're all expanding. The last thing I want to do is to give off the impression like, oh, my life is perfect, and if you just followed everything I say, then your life is going to be amazing. Like, so many people do that, and it's just bullshit. It's absolute BS. Nobody got all this shit together. Everybody lives for the first time and nobody has life figured out. Whoever tells you otherwise is lying. So I'm not bullshitting you. I'm just here, honest, raw, open. And I hope that I can inspire you to do the same, because I think it's like a domino effect. If one hits the other, like touches the other, inspires the other, it's just gonna continue to move and move and move, and we're gonna have like an amazing expansion throughout the planet, throughout the universe. So I hope this inspired you to open up a little bit, to share a side of you that you might have kept hidden, so that you can shine your true light into this world. All right, thank you for tuning in. As always, if you liked this video, hit the like button, subscribe, write a comment, and as always, lots of love and a big hug.